Runk.
Hey, what's up? And this is the new episode, which is episode 436 of Congratulations. Hi, guys. Stop what you're doing right now. Well, no, don't stop. Cue it up. But listen, I dropped my special, my last special, on YouTube. And I would appreciate it if you guys would go watch it. Leave a comment if you're a true baby. That helps, apparently. And if you have... if you can like it or whatever, I don't know, share it with a friend, you know? I appreciate all of you guys. You know, it was definitely the hardest hour that I've ever done. It came out a while ago, a long time ago, years ago on my website, but now it is out on YouTube. It is a cut version. It's a little bit cut down, so you can still get it on my website if you want the full uncensored version. But you don't have to. So I appreciate you and thank you so much for that. But yeah, you know, please go check it out if you haven't, or even if you have, check it out, because all that stuff helps. You know, obviously, I'm doing it myself here. So, I mean, you know, it's good. It's fun. And it's awesome. All right, guys. So, also, you know, we just got an upgrade. Let me upgrade you. Is that a song? We got an upgrade, and I don't know what we changed. Well, I know what we changed. I don't know what the deal is, because this Zoom, which is, you can see it on the YouTube, on the podcast, on the audio version. I'll just tell you, it's a small recorder, handy recorder. It's called, and it's so sticky, and that's disgusting. And the light wasn't on great. Yes, dude. And basically need three things to work, and one of them wasn't. So that's great. But it was the handy recorder was sticky. I cannot believe we've had that for 7 or 8 years. And the thing that we did get, we'll take a picture of it and put it up here. It is basically a drone. It's so big, it's so nice, and it's so great. And now we're really firing on all syllables, because this is crazy. It's different colors. I mean, it's the size of a pizza box. So we're really doing well here at Congratulations Studio, finally. I really appreciate you guys for listening. I got a bunch of tour dates coming up. You know that. You know. I'm going to be in Denver. I'll be in Las Vegas this weekend, Cranston, Rhode Island, Portland, Maine, Casper, Wyoming, Denver, New York, Boston, Savannah, Atlanta, Georgia. There we go. And then some Canada dates, and then South Florida dates, and a bunch of different ones. Just go to chrislea.com. I'll be in Alabama, too, for some reason. And so that's that. And it's all new. Oh, people are asking too about the special. They're like, "Are you doing different stuff? Are you doing different material from when you have the thing that you put out?" And it's been already 2 or 3 cycles of material. I haven't shot another special yet. I guess I might. I don't know. I put clips up. I don't know. I'm very, very, very. I get very bored with my material. So, but that's that's that. Anyway, enough of that. I love my material when I first think of it. Oh, I love it. Ooh, I love it, dude. And after about 6 months, I get bored of it, or 8 months. But anyway, I was in Portland the other day, and Portland is actually look. The shows in Portland are great. Okay, I've never had a bad show in Portland. I mean, Portland audiences are amazing. And I don't, they get a rap for being woke and not, and humorless, but it's just not. That's not the case. That's not what I find when I go and I perform. And now, of course, I'm big enough that my audience is going to find me. I get it. But, I mean, it was just so great. And I like being in the shows. When I walk outside in Portland, I feel immediately like everyone's going to hate me. Okay, just being there, just because I'm a cis white dude, and when I walk outside in Portland, I always figure I'm closer to getting stoned. You know what I'm saying? By ladies with purple hair. And it is weird, actually, how many people have colorful hair in Portland. I know it's a stereotype, but it is also true. It's like the ones where Asians can't drive. And, and that's not okay that I said that, but I did. And it doesn't matter. And I'm joking, but am I? Do you know what I'm saying? But the Portland one is real. The Asians can drive into things. And so, but the Portland one is real. The parking spaces, dude. That's what I meant. So, or did I? You know what I'm saying? But I said it, and it doesn't matter. So, but what I am saying, though, is the blue hair and the purple hair and stuff and pink hair is so pervasive in Portland that it's crazy. And I always think they're going to hate me. And since they all work at coffee shops, because you can't work in a coffee shop in Portland and not have a different color hair than you have. Do you know what I'm saying? And then when I go there, I get the coffee from the lady, and she's always not fit, right? Because because that's the truth is you're gonna look. There's a theory I have, and I've had it for a long, long time, and I came up with it when I was 19. Okay, and my friend and I came up with it. I don't really talk to him anymore. Jared, he's a great guy, but there are women that are hot, and then there are women that are not hot. Okay, now that's not the theory. Obviously, that's and everyone always says eyes in the beholder, right? We get it, and I get it, and of course it is. But some women are not actually hot. They're just disguising their ugliness, and you're a dumb guy, okay? Now, there are different levels of that, right? There are different levels of disguising your ugliness, okay? Sometimes a piercing on a woman is absolutely fantastic. It's super boner inducing, okay? Sometimes, dyeing your hair or tattoos or, you might even go as far as getting, look, I don't like those big loop where they stretch out some people might think that they are very boner inducing, and that's fine, okay? I don't. But the more you do that is basically saying to the world, K, I don't like the way I came out. All right? I'm going to stick a bunch of shit around me, so I look different. This way, at least I'm in control of it. Okay? Now, what I'm doing is disguising my ugliness. What you don't know is, what you may not know is that person may not be aware that that's what they're doing, especially anymore. It's 2025. Okay? It's 2025. So if somebody is disguising their ugliness, fine. And then somebody sees that person disguise their ugliness, fine. They go, okay, well, we can disguise ugliness is all on a subconscious level. But then you start getting, that's the cool thing to do. And then the good-looking people start doing these affectations, and really they think they're looking bad and taking control of it. But what they're doing is actually ending up looking worse. And I know beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but also sometimes, no. Sometimes beauty's beauty, okay? And sometimes the people that are disguising their uglinesses, they're fucking up the minds of the people who are actually beautiful, okay? That is Portland. That's what Portland is, okay? It started with the bigger, look, Portly, that's Portland, right? That's already, but and it's in the zeitgeist there, and then it became the thing to do. The against the grain thing to do. And now the hot people don't want to be left out, so they go, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh all right." I'll dye my hair that teal, color or whatever. Turn me up in the headphones a little bit. So yeah, that's good. So anyway, Portland is wild, and it is wild how many people have that. But so I was at every coffee shop I went to. The person had pink hair, and great, I stayed at the river or whatever. I don't know. My managers always, or the travel agents, like put me up in some place like the river. They're like, "Oh, this will be a good place. It's never near anything." So I'm like on a river, but I can't go to fucking 7-Eleven if I want to because I'm like, and it's supposed to be nice, but really, dude, I went to what do you call it? The wrong hotel first. The driver I got in the car and he was like, "Hey, so what do you do, man?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a comedian." He's like, "Oh yeah, I drive comedians. I recognize you, but I know. Okay, so you're a comedian, yeah. So what's up? Can I come to the show?" And I'm like, yeah. Do I have like a special like friends pass or like a discount? And I was like, yeah, I guess. Give me your name. I'll put you on the list. And he says, okay. I give her a name, and he said, I'll bring my wife. Ooh, and then halfway through the drive, he was like, ooh, actually I have plans with people. I was like, just bring them all, dude. He brought 5 people. And he brought me to the wrong hotel. So, hey guy, give me back those tickets, right? But then he took me to the right hotel. But the wrong hotel was way better than the right hotel. So now I'm pissed. I get to the wrong hotel and they're all dressed like in their clothes, like the people behind the counter. One guy's got a fitted on, and the other guy's got like just some shirt that you'd wear. And I said, "Oh, you guys get to dress how you want?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool." And I go, "Awesome. My last name's D'Elia." And they're like, "We don't have you here. You're at the other hotel." So I went to the other hotel, and it was all stuffy and fancy and shit and on the river. So it's all good, my babies. But anyway, bro, I still can't get over the...
Have you said thank you once?
And I don't know if I will. It's fantastic. And it did stupid numbers on Instagram and TikTok. But I'm feeling good, man. The show in Portland was good. I'm having a good time in my life. I feel good. I feel creatively charged. It's been a while since I felt really kind of creatively charged. And I feel creatively charged. Dude, before I even get into stuff, I was in Portland, and my friend Matt Cutshall hit me up. He's big online. You might know who he is. And his wife is Ariel Vanderberg. They're both friends of mine. I've known them for a while. And he writes me, and he's like, "Hey, dude, we're in Portland now. Can we come see you?" And I was like, "I didn't know you were in Portland." "Yeah, awesome." He was like, "Okay, cool." So I say, "Hell yeah, let's do it." I set him up with tickets. I'm texting him. I'm like, "Yeah, they'll be at the box office, whatever. I'll see you afterwards." So afterwards, this is a funny story. So afterwards, the show ends, and Matt and Ariel come backstage, and Ariel's like, "This is so funny, this story." And I was like, "What?" And she said, "So Matt surprises me a lot going places, which is cool. I think it's sweet. He's a great dude. They're great people. I love them." And he said, and he was like, "Yeah, we're going to do something, but I'm not going to tell you what. All right." So she was like, "Oh, okay." Hamilton, the musical, was playing at the theater that I was playing at for a long time, and it ended like a week before that. Okay, so the whole time driving there, she was like, I think Matt's taking me to Hamilton, and I can't wait." So she gets there, and it's my audience. Okay, they get there. It's my audience in the lobby, and Matt's telling me that she said to him, "This is a weird audience for Hamilton." Dude, they were my audience, just a bunch of yous derelicts out in the lobby with Life Rips merch on. Not even knowing who Hamilton is, right? Who's Hamilton? A president, I know. That's it. And is that the one that smashed the slaves? No, that's Jefferson, right? Who's the one that smashed the slaves? Smashing the Slaves, produced by Brad Pitt, probably. With starring who's the Michael Basketball Jordan. I will not get smashed. And Paul Giamatti. Yeah, you will, boy. Smashing the Slaves. Directed by a guy who won't ever direct anything ever again. So anyway, dude. She sat in the seat, and the opener was on stage, who was very funny. Jordan Casper was that his name? I can't remember, but he did really well. Local dude, look him up. And she was like, "Why is there a comedian opening up for the musical Hamilton?" And then I came out, and then she got it. So that's a funny story. And I probably told it to where it like kind of petered out, but I don't care. I simply don't care. Simply don't care. Will we get flagged for this? No, this is just an original song, right? This guy? Ivan? Is this right? Oh, dude. First of all, here we go. Femininity coming round, at least amongst the women. Just talking. Oh, this is like reggae. Hey, guy, where are you? Dude, this is amazing. Oh, yo, I could actually really vibe to this. On a date, on a first date. So I've got a great place we're going to go to. What's that you say? Hold on a second. What's that you say? Where do you want to go? No, I'm taking you to Ruth's Chris. Nah, I'm taking you to Ruth's Chris, bitch. Oh, dude, that part honestly slaps. Feminism is a problem. Who's gonna raise the kids and keep the fucking floors clean? Or whatever he said. The patriarchy is under attack, especially on the women of this era. Dude, just talking, the Paul Simon of today, but worse. Because Paul Simon would just talk. I don't care what anyone says. A man walks in, and then he walks into the grocery store and he gets some lettuce and he's like, home. And then he walks down to a car and he goes, "Hey, pal, what you doing there?" And the other guy's like, "Well, where you going there?" "Well, I'm just having a bad day." And so he starts to take the trumpet out of his bag, home. And he takes it out of his bag and starts playing it. Yeah. Call me Al, Also, guy... the guy who does this smells bad. I started watching this. Feminism is a problem, dude. That actually, let me go back and fuck it. Kind of that. I can't lie. That part bangs. Oh, day and age era, dude. At least amongst the women of this day and age era. Oh! Try it. This part. This part's the... Oh, yeah. This part. Oh, who gonna make the home and raise the children grown? That's awesome. And he's right, dude. And he's right. This feminism is a problem. That's why the floor is so messy. And the dishes are in the sink. Feminism is a problem. Why can't I wake up at 11? Yo. So I started watching this show because this made me think of the show uh, Paradise, because I saw those leaves in the back there of the video. Paradise is a show on Hulu. Okay. Now, it's a fantastic blend of good and bad. Just a spectacular blend of good and bad. And I love that. I love when a show is bad, but just enough good to where you're like, when it ends, you go, all right, see you in the next one. And it's almost like, how dare they, but they just teeter, you know? And it's with that guy, Sterling, what's his name? Sterling K. Brown, of course, dude, because you can't, if you are a respected black male actor, you must at least have the initial in the middle of your two names, or the whole name. Turn me up in a house. And so Sterling K. Brown, and he is a security guy who is jacked, okay? Because actors, right? All actors are jacked now. Oh, I mean, even, have you seen, who's the guy in the studio, that Seth, what's his name? What? Rogan, yeah. He's like, you're like, oh, but you were a fat guy. What happened? And he's just like an adult now. What happened? Go back. I'm uncomfortable now. But like, actors are so jacked. Even he is like, remember when Jonah Hill lost weight? And then he was like, never mind, I can't do it. But like, dude, so there's so many actors that are just jacked, right? And Sterling Brown is jacked, but he's a security guard, so that's fine. So he can be jacked. So he either took the part and was like, hell yeah, I'm going to be jacked, or hell yeah, I get to now be jacked, and there's an excuse for it, right? And I'm watching the show, and this line is in every show or movie, and it is my least favorite line and it is my least favorite, most said line in a movie. Okay, and I'm talking, it's worse than when a guy asks a girl out in a movie, and the girl says, "I'd like that." Okay. Nobody's ever said that in the real world. If someone asks you out, sweetie, and you say, "I'd like that," I pivot, turn around, because you have got some serious issues. Hey, oh, you'd like that, would you? That's me. Hey, I'd love to take you out for some, some drinks. I don't know what you're into. Maybe honestly, Round Table Pizza has Mortal Kombat. I'd like that. Oh, you'd like that, would you? I bet you would. Moonwalk away, back into my car. And but this is the one that I can't stand the most, bro. And the actors never do it right, because there's a way to do it, actually. It's what makes it so bad. Right? Now, a lot of you guys are like, will you just fucking say it? Yes, and I will say it. But I need to set this up. The lead actor or the second lead walks into a room. Now, what do we know about a lead actor or a second lead actor? All right? They're hot. 95% of the time, except you're talking about anywhere from like 2019 to 2023. They put a bunch of ugly people in movies, right? But most of the time, they're just attractive because hey, you got to want to go see them. They're the lead, right? Like what's the one in The Last of Us? The girl who plays the Ramsey, Gordon Ramsay. She plays Bella Ramsey, Gordon Ramsay's daughter. She doesn't look like the video game girl, and she's non-binary, and that was the whole thing that they were going to do with the woke movement that was super weird, and people are like, why is she in it? Because she doesn't look like the video game person. And I don't know. Sure, she's good, but okay. And so this is the thing, though. The person's hot. It was just a movie I saw the other day, too. The Eric Bana movie, The Dry. Eric Bana's in it. And the lead of the movie, the handsome lead of the movie. And these stars look like $1 million, by the way. It's not, they're not like, they got all the face creams, they got all the lighting is on them, and they're walking around. They feel good, too, which is like 60% of how you look. They're millionaires. And then someone will walk up to that person, a character, and they'll say, well, you look like shit. Dude, no, they don't. Do you know why? That's Eric Bana. No, you don't. Do you know why? It's Keanu. Hey, these guys, they look like $1 million. I can't, dude, it's laughable. I want to write a movie where the guy's good looking and he walks in a room and says, you look like shit. And he says, no, I don't. Are you fucking blind? Anyway, catch me up to speed on this case. Well, you look like shit. Also, here's the way to do that line. Oh, well, you look like shit, huh? Be overboard, otherwise it doesn't work. You can't look at a guy who's $1 million and be like, wow, you look like shit. Oh, God, it actually makes me feel cringe. You look like shit. There we go. Because then you don't believe the person saying it because the person is saying it. Dude, I'm just giving you acting tips. And it's fine. I'm out of Hollywood. But right now, I'm giving you acting lessons from a podcast. Feminism is a problem. Who's going to raise the kids when they're so grown? But yeah, dude. So I'm watching Paradise and they do these kinds of lines and it's Sterling K. What is it? Brown they're great actors. Him and then James Marsden in it. Who I love James Marsden. Okay, them together is wrong, and that's fine. But whoopsie. Right? It's like putting Will Ferrell in a movie with Zach Galifianakis. It's just not right. They're kind of alike, and also it's going to be too much of that. And in this case, it makes them both boring. And I'll still watch it, and I won't stop you, motherfucker. And I won't stop. And he's so jacked, and the person's like, you're gaining weight. And it's like, dude, he just got dressed and is just washboard stomach, just absolutely shredded. You know he turns it out, right? Sterling K. Brown turns it out in the bedroom. And you know he listens to Anthony Hamilton, and that's it. When he's making love. You know. Or Joe. Dude. Remember that R&B singer Joe? How could you just go by Joe? The ego. Only an R&B singer, you know? And I'm not saying, like, look, other people have done it, like Cher, but there's one Cher. Hey, there's $1 million Joes. There's 2 Joes in this room right now. Hey, you listening, you're Joe. This R&B guy was just like, fuck it, I'm Joe. What about the last part? Name? I don't care, man. I don't care. You remind me of a piece of shit. Just R&B songs are so sexist and just so shitty. Secretly and also not secretly. That shit stank below your belt. It's gross. And that shit stank below the belt. Oh, you got some serious problems and issues and shit. I'm Joe. Joe who? Fuck you. Your pussy smell like cheese. So anyway, your pussy smell like loose leaf paper. So anyway, your pussy smell like snot. Anyway, your pussy smell like denim on a rack in a secondhand store. So anyway, shit, dude. Oh, man. Loose leaf paper. My dad fell in a bush the other day. Moving on. My dad fell in a bush the other day and could barely get up. Anyway, moving on. Just fucking tossed himself in a bush. Just on a walk, you know? So anyway, getting through it. But I'm just like, I had to go. I had a meeting with a producer for dinner, and before that, I had to do my Lifeline podcast. You know, the other one on this channel. And so I had time to kill in between, and I didn't, I live further away from LA now. So I'm like, I'll just go to any place, When you're going to kill time, you're just like, where's somewhere? And you just go. And it's usually, it's like a coffee shop, or like if you're a woman, you'll be like, do I have time to go to Squeeze and get a massage, Even though you don't, right? Speaking of squeeze, women always trying to squeeze some shit in, Yeah, we don't have time. What do you mean? And so I went into a Starbucks, and I'm not a fan of Starbucks, okay? But I went into Starbucks, and I'm like, I'm gonna get ice, or 4 shots over ice. You know how we do it. And I'm in there. Look, I'm in there. Okay, I'm in the Starbucks. Look, that's 4 shots in there. So I'm in the Starbucks, and some older guy comes up to me and he just says, "Hey, dude, do you have any cash?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I don't. But even if I did, still no." Because whatever's going to get me out of this conversation, fast. So if I have to go maybe and then look in my pocket, and then he maybe brings up something else, and now I'm in a fucking conversation. So I just don't have cash. But I don't have cash. Okay? And he says, man, okay, because I need to, actually he was Australian, but he was like, I need to get, because I need to do my laundry. I came out here from Australia and I need to do my laundry. And, I have money. I couldn't get out of the ATM, and I have, this rental car. And when I for some reason I should have got money from Australia, because of when I got here, they shut off my ATM card. I guess I had to call my bank first, because I'm technically way far away from home, and the bank probably thinks something's up. I could use the touchpad. So what I was going to do is put my touchpad on while you got your Starbucks, and if you would have given me the cash, but you don't have cash. And he said all that, and in my head, I'm only thinking, go away. It's too long. You said too much. What's that? You said too much. I haven't said enough. Said too. Oh yeah. Speaking of R&B, shut it up, that up. Oh, isn't that what that is? But said too much. But he said too much. What's the fucking R&B song where he says too much? Whatever. Who cares, dude? This is a podcast. It doesn't matter. But I can't think of it, and I won't think of it. And maybe I even made it up.
Isn't that amazing?
And so I said, no, I don't. He says, oh, okay. He says, I got a rental car, and it's like, can I? By the way, I can go. I can go to the bank, but it's like, it's a big car, and it takes a while to park it. And dude, and he just talks to me for. Like, 'cause I have time to kill, so I don't need to leave. I'm in there for 20 minutes, and he talks to me for 15 of those minutes. And I'm just like, all right, look, I'm not getting out of this unless I just go, I'm going to go and then wait in the car. But like, I'm not going to let this guy make me go wait in the car. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to deal with it the way I'm going to deal with it. If I'm not man enough to tell him to shut the fuck up, then you know what? I got to sit here. I got to have a conversation with this guy. There's all the stuff that's going on in my head, because I'm normal. And so we're talking, and I'm like, only in fucking Hollywood, dude, can you have a full-on conversation with somebody you don't know at all for 15 minutes, and one of those people doesn't want to have it at all. Now, I know what you're thinking. What? You ever been to New York? I know what you're thinking. And no. Yeah, I have been to New York. No. New York is the kind of place where if you're at a Starbucks waiting in line, somebody comes up to you and says, when is a fire, not a fire? And you say, what? And they say, when's a fire, not a fire? And you go, I don't know. And then they walk away. It's quick. It's what the fuck just happened there. In LA, it sucks because you will be on a full-on phone conversation in real life with somebody you don't know, trying to hang up. It's also the only place where you can unmeet someone. You're like, I already met this fucking guy, and they're acting like LA is just wacky, okay? And for the first time, because I've been away from LA for 7 months, and I got there, and I'm like, oh, dude, oh, hey, I thought I was going to raise kids here. Good joke, me 7 months ago. Good joke, old me. I couldn't. It's just unbelievable. So anyway, the guy's my fucking best friend now because he made me follow him on Instagram, and I do still. I was going to unfollow him right when I left, but I forgot. Because to me, that's like the gangster move. Oh, you want? I mean, I've done that so many times. People will be like, oh, follow me on Instagram. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I will. And I'll be like, yeah, do it. Here, let me show you. Do it. And they go, here, follow. And they go, all right, follow. And then they go, oh, okay. And then we talk, and they walk away and go, unfollow, bro. That's what you get. And I can't wait for you to see it later, dude. Hell yeah, man. And so later on, looking at their phone at night in the bed, just like, but yeah, LA's a crazy place. How funny is it that they're making the Marvel movie, the Doomsday? What is it? The Avengers, and everyone from every Marvel movie is coming back. Dude, the fucking thing with Robert Downey Jr. is so silly. The teaser where they just keep going by the director's chairs, and it has everybody who's ever been in a Marvel movie ever on the back of each chair. There's like 35 chairs. I mean, they even have, like, speaking of James Martin, they have James Martin, everyone from the X-Men, the original. Dude, they have everybody except Ellen Page because she's a guy now. Hey, and dude, and that's fine. You can change it completely. You can now be, the other sex. But, like, as an actor, what the fuck are you going to do? Like, what can you, what if The Rock all of a sudden wanted to be a woman? Hey, The Rock's done. There's no Jumanji 4. Right? There's no Babysitter 2. Oh, that's Vin Diesel. Oh, no, who is that? I don't know. Pacifier is what I'm thinking of. But, yeah, dude. If Vin Diesel becomes a woman, there's no Pitch Black 4. If Vin Diesel becomes a woman, there's no Fast and the Furious 19. You're done. And Ellen Page is just like, you know what? Lop off my tits. Let's get some parts. No, you don't get them. What are you going to play? A guy? There's guys for that. So I don't know, man. God bless her, though. You know, God bless. God bless. There's guys for that. And so, guy parts, there's guys for that. Dude, fuck yeah, Magic Mind. It's, I'm weak at the gym. Fuck you. I'm weak at the gym. I'm weak. I eat enough. I'm weak. It's all good. I push it hard. I'm weak. I go, this is what I think of at the gym all the time. Fuck, never mind. I just go, you know, I'm going to do 5 sets here. I do 4 and I go, oh, yeah. You know what?
File's done.
This is what I wanted to watch.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Oh, that's
This is the man behind
good Diplo
My
song.
name is Elwood Edwards, and I'm the voice of You've Got Mail. In
Oh, the way he said, and I'm the voice of You've Got Mail.
1989, my wife was a customer service rep for the company that was about to become America Online. She heard Steve Case talking to some of the programmers about how fun it would be to add a voice.
Listen to that voice, dude. If you were to hear that voice in conversation, you'd be like, how the fuck do I know this motherfucker? You've got mail. Just fucking. You've got mail.
Software. I've been an announcer throughout my entire broadcasting career, and she volunteered me. I scribbled those phrases on a piece of paper, and like I say on the cassette
Listen to
that I
this.
recorded, the welcome, You've Got Mail, file's done, goodbye. And
Dude. Bile's done. You said Bile's done, bro. I want to meet him and be like, you know, you said Bile's done, right? It sounds so much like Bile's done.
At one point, they said my voice was heard more than 35 million times a day.
Oh, that's
Even
the first Joe Rogan. That's amazing. I love that. Oh, he died recently. I guess I'll meet him in hell. That's for sure. If they're that, he would go to hell, right? That's just too much. It's too much. We hurt him too much. You know. You go to heaven. All right. So here's the deal.
Like, even with the situation with kids, I hear you speak about that a lot. Like,
I mean, Kanye West is wearing a black KKK outfit. In this interview,
he really spoke up on your behalf. Yeah. But even when you speak about Kim, people might be like, "Well, you picked her. Like, you put yourself in that."
Absolutely, I did. That was my fault.
Maybe they're saying that you.
I mean, dude, take the hood off. Absolutely, yeah, that's my fault. Mm-hmm. That's unbelievable.
Accountability.
No, that was my fault. I didn't want to have children with this person after the first 2 months of being with her. But that wasn't God's plan.
Oh my God, dude. Hey, it was you, not God. You splurted. Hey, dude, you left it. Hey, dude, you didn't back up 5 inches. Dude, wow. And also, 4 times. Don't you have 4 kids? How many kids? Northwest, South, and, Rhonda or something? I don't know. That's so sad that's really going to be really hard for the kids. Don't say that about your. Don't say that, huh? It's tough. Yeah. Wow. He really took it to. I mean, we're talking. There were some crazy stars out there. I mean, some people that went nuts, and Kanye was the biggest that went the most nuts. Damn. What the fuck does Kim Kardashian think now? What? It's actually so crazy. You should just cancel her too. That's so crazy, bro. When Kanye,
Absolutely, I did. That was my fault.
unbelievable, dude. Kanye says, "Here, you heard it here."
Like I've always been confused. It feels like I can't tell if it's a love-hate thing. I've watched hundreds of hours of you talking about just interviews, and at a point, it felt like the energy shifted, and then we just started seeing it everywhere. And I can't tell, what is it?
Where are they, dude? They're just in like an apartment in Burbank.
Yeah, it's like family members that you don't fuck with. Like
Dude, why isn't he mic'd under the hood? Like, who's doing this?
appreciate. One thing is Drake is a million times better than Kendrick and a million times more important. You know what I'm saying? What Future has done, Thug, what Drake just culturally is. That shit last year, I couldn't even barely sit through that shit. That shit was insane, bro. That shit had Lucian Grange, Universal, Drake lawsuit shit written all over it. This shit, at the end of the day, all this shit I'm saying, Jim Jones, Kendrick did, all these celebrities, the funny thing is we're all in the same boat.
I mean, dude, he's wearing a black Grand Wizard outfit. And dude, how funny are the people that are like, because there are people who under every one of Kanye's tweets that are like, dude, I know you're not a Nazi. I know you're just doing the symbol because it's an old Buddhist symbol that lost its meaning because of World War II and how Hitler took it and ran with it. And that's not the original meaning for the swastika. And then it's like, yeah. Oh, no, but check out what he's wearing. But what about all the stuff that he says, like, I'm a Nazi? It's incredible, dude. I know what he's doing with the symbol. He's not really a Nazi. It's an old Buddhist symbol. Yeah, what about all of the other things? Gosh. Welcome. You've got mail. We've had a string of crazy singers. And I really love it. Okay. So this is called Mr. Slickman by John McCormack. It's got 23,000 views. Wow. First of all, his hair is the worst version of hair in 1990s, right? It's not now. Now there's much worse hair, but fuck yeah, this already rips.
I'm Mr. Slickman.
So drunk. I'm Mr. Slickman.
My middle name is Slick. I love to show off to all the women around me at the disco ball.
Oh.
I love to play Mr. Slick with all the blonde brunettes.
Talking. What is it with the fucking talking? I love blondes, brunettes. Like, didn't write it. Hey, guy, have respect. Dude, that's one of the things about this shit. Have fucking respect for it. I mean, look, you want to pay. Look, if you want to pay, if you're an influencer and you're going to all of a sudden sell out the Funny Bone in Toledo, okay, I get it. You want to grab money. But what the fuck is this guy doing? You can fail to succeed now, which is the craziest thing, right? You just can fail to succeed. You can just keep going. If you're failing, keep failing. Just do it publicly so you can also succeed. Don't just be a failure, document it. You win. So many people came from that. Wow. It's incredible.
I have a suit for every day of the week. I have a blue suit, a black suit, a white suit.
Oh my God. I have a suit for every day of the week. I have a blue suit, black suit, white suit. It didn't change suits when he was saying it, only changed the lighting. And when he says, I have a white suit, it turned red. Just no thought into this. It's art, actually.
Loads of different colors for me to show off as me being Mr. Slick Man. I
Has
can't help myself. Being Mr. Slick Man. I love to wear diamond rings. Bling,
the-
bling, diamond rings.
bro, I can't. Who are these people? I mean, definitely was in Twin Peaks for sure, you know. Oh, that's amazing. What's this?
I mean, you had Tom Waltz, who's a huge jerk, running around on stage with the Tesla stock price where the stock price had gone in half, and he was overjoyed. What an evil thing to do! What a creep! What a jerk! Like who derives joy from that? And
What a creep! What a char!
Tesla. I mean, you had Tom Waltz, who's a huge jerk.
Who's a huge jerk?
Running around on stage with the Tesla stock price where the stock price had gone in half, and he was overjoyed. What an evil thing to do!
To be happy at one's
What a creep,
misery.
What a jerk!
What a creep! What a jerk! Love it. I don't know if I'm supposed to like him or hate him after him saying that. I feel both. I like it. The greatest clapback of all time, right here. And the guy has been waiting. Okay, so first of all, the guy's 70. I don't know how old he is, 50, 60, 70. He has been waiting his whole life to say this to somebody. And finally, they got it on camera. And
Congressman Perry, do you trust Trump's national security team to keep our war plans top secret?
so, do you trust national security to keep our war plans top secret? A total valid question, especially after Trump texted the guy from Daily Mail all of the fucking codes, you know, or whatever the hell happened, okay? And the guy, a valid question because Trump sent physical documents on how to blow up countries to the National Enquirer. Valid, right? Valid question. And this guy walks up to Tim Burchett. Is that his name? Eric Burchett, or is this? That's the Congressman Tim Burchett was asked, do you trust Trump's national security team? Okay, here we go. Yeah. He fires back with,
Trust your mother every night to fix your hot pockets and make sure your Game Boy is turned on.
dude. Dude, for real? Smashed him into a fucking oblivion. Dude was waiting 50 years to, ever since Game Boy came out, he goes, oh, I got an idea. 1988, when Game Boy came out, he goes, hold on a second. Okay. That's when he stored that. And then in 2025, finally.
Congressman Perry, do you trust Trump's national security team to keep our war plans top secret?
You trust your mother every night to fix your hot pockets and make sure your Game Boy is turned on.
Oh, didn't stutter. Ya la la ding, yang ding ding, yay, yang gang 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 gang, ya la la dun dun dun. Dude, that is. Do you trust your? Did it? What, dude? Fucked his wife. So dope that night. Just laid her out. You know what I did earlier today after post coital? After he expressed himself, after he fucking spent, after he just, you know what I did today? Somebody came up to me and asked me about something. I used that thing. What thing? I'll give you a keyword, Game Boy. You did it? Yeah. Roll over round 2, bitch. Yang ding ding, ya. Oh, I'm sweating. But it is what it is. Go watch my special. You're done with the episode. Go watch my special. It's on my other channel. I'll put it under here so you can watch it. Grow or Die. It's my latest special that was on my website. Now it's on YouTube. There is an uncensored version you can buy on my website, but this is the cut and also censored version. So I appreciate you guys. And go get tickets at chrisley.com. I am in a lot of cities. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.